Hey, neat. Second fox. Climbing this lookout will give a better view of the Baltic Sea. Based on the direction that ship is traveling, in about a day's time, it will reach Sweden. Hi, I'm Matt, and welcome to another edition of Borders on Budgets. On this episode, we will spend the afternoon in the Curonian Spit National Park in the Russian Oblast of Kaliningrad. Hi, I'm Matt, and welcome to this pack of matches, and thank you very much for tuning in.
Seems like this should be on the Blair Witch.
Next episode.
A reminder, Borders on Budgets.
Courtesy of a map from 1840, this is the Curonian Spit, 50 kilometers of which are in Russia, 50 kilometers of which are in Lithuania. And there is the Baltic Sea. That boat is heading towards Sweden. In the distance is the village of Rybachi, one of 4 communities along the 50 kilometers of Russian territory of the Curonian Spit. The Curonian Spit serves as an important flyway for migratory birds from Africa to Northern Europe. It is in Rybachi where the world's first ornithological station was developed in the year 1901, when this territory was German and the town was then known as Rossitten. While I was on this lookout, I happened to strike up a conversation with Thorsten, who is on holiday from Germany.
The old village are sometimes completely in original condition, like in the year 1945, when the German had to flee from here because the Russian army comes. And it is very nice to see the old houses from the fishermen, the old water tanks and the lighthouses. And it's like in the 50s or 60s here.
This platform, named Mueller Height, is the highest point along the Curonian Spit. Over the next couple of hours, we're going to take in some of the natural highlights in this national park, eventually winding up in the village of Morskoe, about 13 kilometers to the north. I wondered why these ladies stopped in the middle of the path. Oh! Snake! Russian snake!
Bye-bye.
Very good. Nine. Это очень плохо. Мышцы.
I knew I was going to film this cherry tree in Rybachi. And then I saw this corner cluster. Boy, oh boy, has the abundance of cherries in addition to apple trees and even some raspberries in Russia and previously in Lithuania and Belarus. I can't say that I've been deprived of vitamin C on this trip. It took me longer to balance this bounty than it did for me to pick it. Oh, don't worry though, there are still a handful of handfuls still on the that corner cluster of the cherry tree. Here would be an architectural example from when Germany owned this territory, now the Russian Oblast of Kaliningrad, before World War II. I'm guessing the camouflaged military generator in front of the house was a post-war addition to the property. While daylight is burning, at twilight, the odds of seeing a moose are that much better. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hey, you're not a moose, but I'll take a fox. As the introduction to the dancing forest, this path of pine trees was planted in the 1960s. Several theories abound as to why these are twisted trees. From biological to bioenergetic and even geo-abnormal. I suppose those scientific terms are all polite euphemisms for freaks of nature. Okay. Time shortage, not laziness. Glad this family stopped to pick me up. We're on our way to Vysoti Efa. From this vantage point to the west, that is the Baltic Sea. The small strip of land, that is the Curonian Spit National Park. These are the dunes of Vysota Efa, meaning Efa height, and slightly in the distance, that is the Curonian Lagoon. And to break up the monotony of the earth tones, here is a splash of purple. Here is an inviting path. Nice sunsets. There's another 2 kilometers to go to get to the village. However, there's not enough light. So, here is the village of Morskoye at the northern tip of the Russian half of the Curonian Spit. With the 4 kilometers saved by not going to Morskoye, here is some bonus footage. The sunset over the Baltic Sea. Nida, Lithuania, 12 kilometers, and Zelenogratsk, how far? 44 kilometers in that direction. What a delightful afternoon hike this has been. And I invite you to watch the video regarding the southern half of the spit, and that link will appear when I ask for your support and subscription following the end credits. A reminder, borders on budgets, long distance hikes, slices of life, not a lot of money. From the Curonian Spit National Park and the village of Morskoye in the Kaliningrad Oblast in Russia, thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Ooh! Tunnel!
It's a tunnel! Oh, how neat! Woo, woo!
This platform, named Muller Height, is the highest point along the Curonian Spit. Did you like this video? Good! Help Borders on Budgets grow. Hit the subscribe button below, and if you really like this video, give it a thumbs up.